next year,
this
update our
office.
technology.
I would be okay
All right,
doing that.
we're live.
Okay.
All right, we need to call to order so we can
Yeah.
get that done.
Okay, so I'm calling the City of Greendale Redevelopment Commission regular meeting to order. It is now 6:07 for June 16th. I'm calling the meeting to order. And the first item on the agenda is the annual let me read the ADA disclosure. My apologies. The City of Greendale, in compliance with our Title VI implementation plan, is a non-discriminating city. We have developed a complaint of discrimination form that is open to the public at any time, along with a voluntary public survey. Thank you. So now, Mike Perleberg will ask you to take care of the annual public meeting regarding our GRC allocation areas.
Thank you. A copy of the statutorily required annual presentation of taxing units was provided to members of the Greendale Redevelopment Commission prior to the meeting here. We sent out a notice about this presentation to the various taxing units last month, notifying them of the presentation occurring this evening. Again, this is a statutory requirement. Law requires redevelopment commissions in Indiana to present on their TIF activity for the prior year or sometime during the ensuing calendar year. The commissioners are, as we know, Michael McLaughlin, Chris Nutley, Aaron Cornett, Ryan Good, and Justin Billig. Non-voting school board member Mark. Typically, Greendale Redevelopment Commission meets on the third Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. unless otherwise noted. Special meetings are scheduled with required public notice on occasion. The overlying or underlying taxing units in the Greendale Redevelopment Commission's TIF areas include the City of Greendale, Dearborn County, Lawrenceburg Township, Lawrenceburg Community School Corporation, Lawrenceburg Public Library District, and Dearborn County Solid Waste Management District. In the presentation, there are maps highlighting the areas that are designated as your TIF allocation areas. There is also some insights on description of proposed projects, expanding and updating infrastructure, improving the marketability of the area, marketing property to businesses, and responding to requests for information from developers, providing possible incentives, obtaining land that's marketable for building sites, evaluating sites based on total investment necessary to get the site graded and filled to a buildable status, working with utility partners, municipal partners, and organizations on economic development goals in the area, and partnering in marketing and developing inventory. We have a slide showing the various allocation areas that the Greendale Redevelopment Commission is established and stewards. The initial I-275 number 1 allocation area established in 1999. Final pay year on that is 2029, and there are 13 total allocation areas under the Greendale Redevelopment Commission's jurisdiction. 3 of those were established last year: the BWF allocation area, the Kendall Property Group allocation area, and the Greendale Holdings allocation area. We included a copy of the fund balances as of December 31st of 2025, showing total fund balances of $2,545,369, total obligations of $7,154,967. We also had a slide showing the various cash flow and coverage for the bonds that GRC has in some of the allocation areas, the TKL bonds, Anchor bonds, Queen City as well. We also included an overview of all the parcels included in any of the 13 allocation areas, what their gross assessed value is, their net assessed value, their base assessed value, and their incremental assessed value. The incremental assessed value being what the GRC collects its TIF revenue on, according to the local tax rate in that given budget order for the year. And that completes your annual presentation to taxing units. Any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Any questions? No, and Mike, just from the GRC, very, very much appreciate your work along with London Witty and putting this together. It's very professionally done and I think very understandable.
Yep.
So, thank you.
London Witty does the heavy lifting on it. I'll tell you that.
That's okay, you don't have to tell me that. Okay, thank you. Okay. Anthony, do I need a motion on that to approve that?
No.
Okay. All right. So moving on, we have the minutes from our May 19th meeting. Any changes, edits, questions? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Thanks. Okay, so moved. Okay. In your packets, you have the financial report as of, as of 6:15. So I'm trying to think. Anthony, do you think this includes our TIF payments for May? I didn't think it did.
I wouldn't think that we would have that distribution.
I don't think that has come in yet, but I'll verify that. I do not. I know we've received it, I'm sorry. And I know it's come in, but I don't. Trying to
The
think.
county had theirs on their financial, the county had theirs on their financials,
Okay.
last week, so.
Okay. I just don't know if. Bear with me here just a second. I'm trying to see if I can tell from any of the. My apologies, I cannot tell for sure if it is or not. I will, well, we'll bring this up the next meeting and make sure we have a detail of the next meeting of our spring taxes. My apologies. Any questions on financials? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the financials as presented.
I'll make the motion to approve the financials as presented.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second.
Yeah.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed? So moved. Okay, we have the claims. Pretty standard, except the one thing we do have are the 4 bonds, and those are those payments on that. So we had the Maxwell bond, the TKL bond, the Anchor bond, and the Crossings bond. And those are just, it's a spring and fall bond payment on those. Questions, comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed? So moved. Thank you. Okay. With that, Mike, I will turn that over to you, under unfinished business for Stellar, any update on Stellar and the bike and ped plan?
Yeah, on Stellar, there will be, and on the bike and ped plan for that matter, there'll be a public workshop this coming Thursday at the Greendale Cabin, which the public is invited to share inputs on both the Greendale bike and ped plan as it's being developed and on design elements of the South Ridge Avenue streetscaping project, which is the Stellar funded project. It'll be at the Greendale Cabin this Thursday. The public meeting starting, or pardon me, the public workshop starting at 6. So certainly Greendale Redevelopment Commission members and the public are welcome to attend that. And be a great meeting to attend. You can begin to see some visuals around the project that HWC Engineering will be presenting, and so on. If there's any questions on either of those, I'm happy to answer.
Mike, are they able to send out the content that they're presenting?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thanks.
And Mike, I will not be able to attend on that, so, sorry.
Yeah, there'll be some surveying provided after the workshop as well, including the same element, a lot of the same materials that'll be shown at the workshop on
Yeah,
Thursday.
I think I did do the survey online. Was there?
Yeah, for bike and ped plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Mike, I'll actually be out of town for that meeting also, just
Okay.
to let you know.
Thank you.
Anything else from One Deer, Mike?
As noted, there is an online survey. I believe you can pick up some flyers or find it on the city website for the bike and ped plan survey. So please weigh in on that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Nathaniel, how's Copper Creek Apartments coming?
Going good so far. They haven't hit anything in a while, so that's a positive. Storm pipe and catch basins are in, and they've laid a little bit of water line main. When you first go in, it's like would be building 1 and 2, I believe. That ground there is all stripped down to fly ash, and they're waiting on one more test result to come back, and then they'll start capping that.
Okay.
I think it's about 3 or 4 foot of dirt they gotta cap that area with. So, and they're planning after that, once they get that cap, they're gonna start trying to get buildings 1 and 2 up as they keep building farther into the property. So, that's kind of their goal.
Anthony, we had talked to them early on, and we talked to them a few times about making sure we had access. They would allow us access towards the back of the property, towards the railroad line. So maybe down the road, like maybe a bike path down to the, I don't know what's called the tunnel under the train tracks. Is that still, is there still room there for that? Have they taken that into account?
Yeah, but they're not building anything down the slope to the tunnel, so that would be basically on us to.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but there is room back there to,
Yeah, I haven't looked at the plans recently, but I can kind of double check that for you, but I believe there's room back there.
okay.
Because I said you got that big water main that runs back there, so they're not gonna be building anything on that. Then that one back corner is where that transformer's gonna go out, I believe.
They have they had an area on the plat where they were going to put like a, emergency road
Yeah.
down to that area, so I think that's where they anticipated
Yeah.
the trail would go. So the public would just go on their private streets down to that.
Right.
And Aaron, I think you were here when we talked about that trail. And Justin, what we had talked about at one point is there was some grant money that we did not go after, that if you could get people to the hospital area, there was some federal grant money, and rather than perhaps going over 275, the exit and the roads off at 275, is perhaps some way make our way up to Greendale from Lawrenceburg or from the levee and go out Oberding Road, and then there is a tunnel underneath there that would pop back up, and they would come in through there, and then they could cross 50 at the light. So that was the Tri-State Trails, when we walked that property and they saw that tunnel, they were, to say excited was an understatement, to be able to do that.
Good tunnel.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Anthony. I mean, I thanks Nathaniel.
On Copper Creek, I'll note that there's a tentative date for a groundbreaking ceremony
Oh, okay,
of
good.
July 21st, 10 to noon. May not be that whole 2 hours, sometime in that window. July 21st, I think that's a Tuesday. So if you want to hold your calendars for GRC members to attend that.
And say a time again? No.
10 to,
10 to noon.
sometime between 10 and noon.
Okay. Thank you. When do they expect completion, when do they expect occupancy, I guess? Is it still 2027, or they think of this year?
I want to say, if I remember correctly, talking to their foreman they have out there, I think they're shooting for late this year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know there was some money that they have to have spent by the end of this year, and part of that money, I think, is getting some people in there, so.
Okay, good. Thank you. Anthony, anything on the Valley Woods potential property development?
The deed from the city to the redevelopment was recorded. The appraisals came back, and we'll share those with the board members, and that's the only update I have so far.
Yeah, thank you. I did not have anything. No, I want to make sure. So we have 2 items for new business. As one, I believe we talked about a little bit. So there's a resolution to purchase stormwater easement from BWF. Anthony, can you kind of,
Yeah, this would be resolution -02, and BWF, as part of their project, is running storm to the city's infrastructure, and they said that they would sell us that, the easement for that, so that we can take it over, which we needed, and the cost of that was $24,000.
$244.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and just for the committee, it's with the stormwater that, from Maxwell's development and now this, it just, we want to control that and kind of do, I don't know what.
Yeah, this was part of our whole stormwater master drainage plan that we did back, 6 years ago now, maybe longer, was connecting these smaller, this is a larger parcel, but some of these smaller parcels that never had stormwater drainage to our larger system. So we've put in this larger system. Redevelopment paid for the trunk line from US 50 all the way back, and now we're able to connect on Nepal, Red Roof Inn, Cole House Building, and then BWF. That's all going to be tied into stormwater, so that's actually a really good thing for us.
Good, good. Okay, all right. Questions from you guys or anybody? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to approve resolution 2026-02.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-02.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved. Thank you. Okay, this one is a mouthful, and so I will hand this off immediately to Anthony.
This is resolution 2026-03, a declaratory resolution of the city of Greendale Redevelopment, commission designating an area within the city of Greendale, Indiana, commonly known as the Greendale Main Street Project area as an area needing redevelopment and as a redevelopment project area and approving a redevelopment plan therefore, all pursuant to Indiana Code 36714. So a little bit of background on this. Greendale Main Street a few years ago did a Main Street plan for this corridor of Ridge Avenue, Brown Street, Kansas Street, and a couple, mainly that area. And we were able to use that plan as part of the Stellar plan, and that's how we were able to get Stellar funding. The Stellar funding that we're applying for is CDBG funds, which are federal funds, which requires either you have a low income area, which we do not qualify for, or you have a blighted area. In order to qualify for these funds, this has to be designated a blighted area. Indiana doesn't use the term blighted, that's an older term we used to use. But now what you do is you designated a project area. And so what we've done is created a declaratory resolution. This is what we would normally do with like a TIF district, only we're not creating a TIF district here. We're just designating parcels that are in this project area saying, here are the issues we've identified and here's how we think we can help in the future with that, with this grant money, with city public funds, with private investment. It doesn't require you to spend any funds. You can change the plan at any time. But that's what we're doing. So it would go from here to planning commission to council to be approved, and then a public hearing of redevelopment, and then final approval of redevelopment.
It was a lot. I asked Anthony, I called him and just said, okay, you know, why us? And I guess we are the body that kind of has that ability to do this. Asked him, is there an you know, and when I read this, obviously there's there's no funding, no cost to us right now. And I said, but with this, will there be some expectation from other groups down the road that since we're the ones that designated it, we're the ones that passed this resolution, that people will come to us and say, well, you passed it, now here we want to do this and you need to spend your money on that. He told me no. So, again, I know, but
No, that was a good question. It was
Well,
a fair question, because
yeah.
we do put some estimated costs in there.
Yeah.
But the statute says that you're not required to spend money on the project area.
Yeah, thank you for
But the
letting
other
us know.
thing is that in the future, if you do have a project, because you've already established the area, you can go back and create a TIF district if you need it.
Right.
So,
So down the road with Stellar, with the improvements, if we have any businesses going there that we choose to assist and it makes financial sense for us to assist, we could do that. So those were my questions of him. You guys have any further questions?
Does it have specific, I presume it has specific point-to-point, the encompassing area, or does it?
yeah, it does. It has a map and it has a list of every parcel that's included as an exhibit, and
That's, okay,
yeah, the map is probably best. That's exhibit B.
yep.
It's basically from the entrance of the city to Broadway Street, and back to Brown and Kansas.
Yep, sorry, I went through and I didn't review the final layout on it. Thank you.
Anthony, does it give us any ability, or does it give any entities within the city, once we designate this, as maybe better ability to apply for grants and stuff like that, or any
Well,
assistance?
It is your path to eligibility for the CDBG.
Yeah, that's our only path to get
Stellar
these
project.
Stellar funds.
Okay, so
but-
we are doing this also
Could it open
because
up
we need to
eligibility
for
for
the-
other grant funds?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think that it will help with eligibility for other grant funds
okay.
with the state.
Does this, for an individual that owns a residence in this area, Does this have any type of impact for them?
No, there are a list of residences, that I've listed as potential acquisition properties, which are the 3 houses we've discussed for a linear park. The house that caught fire, and then the vacant property on the back of Brown in Kansas. But I've specifically put in there that those acquisitions would only be made voluntarily at fair market value, that we weren't using eminent domain or anything like that.
And the house he's talking about is not the blue house that caught fire. It's the white house next to the credit union.
We have
Yeah.
2
So,
firehouses
okay.
on Ridge.
Yeah, because when I asked him,
Yeah.
you know, because of the parcels, I was like, okay, how'd you get these? And, you know, that, I think we've talked about the end of Brown Street, helping, you know, maybe cleaning that up, doing something down there.
So those homeowners, their home will be listed on the plan, but it doesn't change anything. Their taxes aren't changing or anything like that.
So basically, we're just cleaning up verbiage
Yeah, for
to go for grants.
Looking to attract new investment to that
No.
neighborhood.
And to meet the requirements to get the Stellar grant, G, whatever the acronym was.
Yep.
Okay,
CBDG.
GDBG.
Yeah, whatever's in the acronym world. Justin, you look like you're being very thoughtful there. You have questions?
No,
Okay,
no, I don't think I do.
okay. Okay. Any other questions? Good questions.
So I know you said this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you
No.
repeat it.
It's a mouthful, the resolution.
What was the process? Where does it go after?
After
what
here,
would- Yeah,
we go to Plan Commission, so they review it and say, does this meet our comprehensive plan?
Mhm.
And the Greendale Main Street plan was incorporated into the comprehensive plan, so it should. Then it will go to council, and council will vote to say, yes, we want you to create this. Then we will hold a public hearing, and then we will have a confirmatory resolution, so it'll go several steps.
okay.
So it does come back to us.
It does come back.
From, in a public, yeah.
So the motion that we would be making is to adopt this resolution to send it to planning commission, not to adopt this resolution.
But you're adopting this resolution, but it's not your final resolution,
Okay,
so
alright.
it could not
Starts the
pass
process.
a different board, you could change
Yep.
it before the confirmatory, you can, you know, but this is just the first step in the process.
All right, hearing no more questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve GRC Resolution Number 2026-03.
I'll make the motion to approve GRC Resolution 2026-03.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any other further discussion? Other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved. Thank you. Okay. I do not believe, is there anything else we need to?
The
bring up?
originals to sign for those two, okay,
Yeah.
perfect, thanks.
I just took this, sorry. Any other, Mike, Anthony, Nathaniel? Okay. Okay. Any from the commission? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Michael, we,
You're good.
We're off.
all right, good. Thank